Anyone here? Ask me anything. I thought I could do a little live stream the day before Christmas, so got nothing else to do, so yeah. Hello, H-Base Skills. Hello from Sweden. Any questions to me? Something? Thought we could discuss any topic here if you have any questions for me. Muhammad says Zainalov. Hello from Azerbaijan. Hello from Sweden. Thank you for being here, guys. I'm fine, thank you. Gonna just chill today and hang out with my family the rest of the day. Of course, it's Christmas tomorrow, so. Mohammed, you lived in Örebro. Okay, yeah. Haven't been there that much, but I think it's nice. I've heard that it's nice. I know some people that is from Örebro. H-based skills, which trend should we follow? Well, as I always say, you should follow your heart. Do what you think is good for you and what you love. That's the trend I always follow. And then, of course, I have to follow some trends in development so that I get some work to do. And right now, I think React will stand as one of the most used frameworks the next year also. Also, I think Gatsby will get a lot bigger next year because the trend of static websites is going to grow. And especially in, for example, Gatsby, you can use it in combination with WordPress as a headless CMS. So that's what I think also will be a big part of 2021. Next.js, of course. Avnish Singh report. Okay, don't know really what to answer on that because everyone has their own learning curve. But I think you should start up with some basic HTML and then some basic CSS and start before you do any JavaScript, for example. And also check out a lot of sites. Go to the inspector and check out how they code it. You learn a lot from looking at other sites that you like and see how they did it. H-based skills, well, what do I say? I haven't actually used Python myself. React, of course, I'm in love with React. As you probably know if you've been following this channel, I've done a lot of React stuff and I work with React also currently with my client. So I actually love React. Rasiv, hi from Sweden. Thanver, yeah, you can wonder that with this. I guess it's my shirt you're mentioning there, and I wish it was glowing in the dark. And this is actually, I bought this shirt. This is the first time I use it, and my wife hated it. So I think I bought it because I think it's so ugly myself. So I want to have it just because of that. But I like the print. It's NASA, I think. So that's what I love. I love space and all this sci-fi stuff. Hey, Francesco. Hey. Yeah, I love this hoodie or not. I don't know. I don't know if I love it actually. I think I hate it. At least it keeps me warm. And as I said, don't know if you heard that, Francesco, but my wife hates it. This is the first time I use it. Thanver Shah, do you use React Query oftenly? Yeah, I do. I use it on a daily basis, actually. I'm using it for my client application also now. So yeah, I use it a lot actually right now. H-based skills, you call me harsh and Mernstack is my new low. Okay, I guess your name is harsh. Mernstack, okay, yeah, that's great. Well, thank you, Francesco. At least it has NASA on it, and that's the cool print. So it's somewhat in the field that you're in. Ah, it grabs some attention. Well, maybe I can have this shirt more like a clickbait or something in my thumbnails. I don't know. Thanversha, but is React query really needed? Is it solving any daily problems? Well, you can of course build the hooks yourself because React query is just a library that created some hooks for you to make it easier for you. So you can do everything yourself if you want. You can build everything from scratch. So yeah, I think it helps a lot because you don't have to do it yourself, all the logic that you want and all the caching stuff and things like that. So it will help out a lot. Alexander Värend, yeah. Are you Swedish? Well, I am freelance. I've been a freelancer for, I think, roughly 9 years now. So I haven't been employed in 9 years. Before that, I worked as an employee for 5 years at an ad agency in Stockholm. Tudor Livio, hello. Hello from Sweden. Ah, Romania, great. Guess you know Florin Pop then, isn't he from Romania? Thanver, yeah, I have tried Next. I actually have a video on that I did not that long ago here on my YouTube channel, and I used it before also. I actually love Next.js. I think it's going to be even bigger next year also. And now that you also can do completely static sites with Next.js, you couldn't do that. It was only for server-side rendering React from the beginning. Yeah, Alexander, cool. Another Swedish one here. No name is better. When do you get to know that you are job ready for React? Well, you can't ever know because every job is different. But if you know some React and the basic stuff with state and props and stuff like that, and especially also know a bit of JavaScript, you will probably be ready. And if you're on a great job, they will let you learn meanwhile in your job. So it all depends on the role. If it's a junior role, senior role, it's very hard to answer that question actually. Mertsifilikli, hello from Berlin. Please make more projects, videos with React and TypeScript. Well, I intend to do that. I constantly use TypeScript with React now. So I'm constantly doing that. I think it's going to be more of them the next year on my YouTube channel. Tudor diving in. Well, do that. Francesco, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I remember Florin is from Romania now. Yeah, great. Tudor, yeah, diving into more JS will help learning React. I think that so much stuff that you do in React are actually plain JavaScript. So it will, you have to know JavaScript to be good at React, I think. I don't think it's a good idea, and you won't come far if you just learn the React syntax, because React is JavaScript, so you should know JavaScript, I think, to be a good React developer, of course. Thanver, but can you explain me what is the big difference between static site and server side? Well, this can be a very long answer, but a static site it's basically just files that you had, for example, when the internet started out in the 90s. You uploaded some HTML file and CSS files, and you probably had some JavaScript embedded in your files. So a static site, it don't have any connection to a database. You can upload those files to whatever server you want, and they are static. So every time you have to update something on the site, you have to rebuild your site and upload the files again. And the server side, that's when the files are rendered on the server instead of on the client, as you do in regular React, because regular React without Next.js, for example, is client side. Yeah, it's quite of a long discussion we can have here, but I think that's a good enough answer for now. Muhammad, can you talk about Gatsby a bit more? Is it tech for single page application also as React and Angular? Yes, it is actually a single page application that you build with React, but it looks like it isn't. So Gatsby is a static site, meaning that it generates your files, your site, and it will be super fast because you don't have any connection to a database or anything. But that also means that you have to rebuild your site every time something changes. But you can use something, for example, like webhooks that will trigger a rebuild of your site when you change something in your CMS in the backend for the site. Alexander, my dream is to be a freelance developer. Any tips on how to achieve that would be awesome. Well, the thing is that I'm actually writing on an ebook about my freelancing life. I actually was looking at it today again. I haven't written something for a while now. So I think hopefully that will be an interesting topic for an ebook. So I will tell you a lot about my freelancing life in that when I finish it. I don't know any more tips. I think, yeah, I don't know really. For me, it was this kind of inner drive that I always have to be my own. So I think you have to have this, and I don't think I even can be employed today anymore. So it's hard to tell. I think it's very personal on how you succeed as a freelancer. But of course there is some basic stuff, and I think the most important thing that most of people forget is that you have to spend probably 90% of your time selling yourself. So you have to be a salesperson to get your clients and products. Thanver, no, static side and client side isn't the same at all. So yeah, as I told you, it probably demands a much more better explanation than I can do here now. So probably I can maybe make a video on it in the future. Adrian, hi. Another great person here that I know. So Francesco, that I talked about here earlier, is from Italy. He has a great YouTube channel. You should follow him. And Adrian is from Australia. He's also, as I read somewhere, the most growing YouTube channel in tech right now, probably. So you should follow him also. He's a great guy and he has some really awesome stuff on his channel. Deep Learner, hello, can you explain how to deploy some application which use React, Express, Mongo, and GraphQL? Well, that's also a question that will take up too much time to explain individually for each person here. I think, so sorry, but I will skip that one for now. Thanver, is YouTube income a good or is it? Well, it depends. My YouTube channel actually isn't that big. I was hoping for that I would reach 10,000 followers this year, but yeah, I'm a little bit off from that. I'm roughly at 9,500, so I have to get more followers. But I think the income can be good if you're at maybe 100,000 followers and above. I think you will make some money on it. Right now, I think it's only about $50 to $60 a month or so. I don't know exactly. So it's not much now. No name is better. Along with React, should I focus on backend or Devops? I also think that I don't actually like to give advice on this because it all depends on what your interest is. I think you always should follow your heart and do stuff that you think is fun and that are giving you something back. Me, for example, I'm not that into DevOps. I'm not quite good at DevOps at all. I do some backend occasionally, and I've done it before also. So that's, I think it's actually kind of fun sometimes. Alexander, thank you. Yeah, hopefully I will finish that ebook also. It's actually quite hard to write a book, I've noticed. So I'm probably 30 or 40 pages in. I want it to be at least double the size of that, and I want to talk about everything, every aspect of being a freelancer. Age-based skills, yeah, that's true. Shrika KSV, hey Weibenfalk, how are you? Yeah, hey, I'm fine. I'm preparing for Christmas tomorrow, so yeah, just chilling out here. Deep learner, well, will you do a video about my last question? I have some videos here on how to deploy a React application to Netlify, for example. So yeah, I probably will do some video that's a little bit more advanced in the future. I actually haven't planned my videos for next year at all. So always feel free to leave me some tips in the comments and stuff on my videos on what you want to see. That's always helpful. Tudor, what do you think about the new Apple Mac Mini with M? I actually haven't tried it out. I just read a little bit about it. So I don't have much to say about that now. Me, myself, I have a MacBook Pro 16-inch, one of the more advanced, I think, and it's I think I actually need a faster computer soon because it takes up too much power to do all the videos and stuff, and I have I have dual 4K screens and stuff like that, and probably 200 tabs at the same time in my browsers. So yeah. Tudor, you probably will be good off as a dev machine. Actually, you don't need that good of a computer to be able to make web pages and be a developer. So I don't think you need that much power actually. People are coding on their phones today, so yeah, you don't need as much power. Alexander, thank you. Thanks for your support. Nice to see another Swedish person here. Great to see. Have a good run and Merry Christmas. Shrika, which other language are you interested in other than JS? Well, right now it's only JS, HTML, and CSS. Before that, I've done a lot of WordPress sites with PHP, and I also did some ActionScript back in the days when Flash was popular. So I think JS is my greatest passion right now, and I actually don't have to do anything else right now also. HBase skills. All right, I will check out Firebase. I haven't used it for a couple of years now, so I don't really know what you can do there, but that may be something that I want to check out and see if I can do a video on that. I know that Firebase is great. Sibasis Mohanty, tips on finding job. Well, that varies a lot from country to country and what job you want, I think. So that's also a very difficult question to answer on. My tip is, as I say for the third time in this stream now, that follow your heart, apply for jobs that you actually think is worth something to you and where you can have your passion, because I think life's too short to be doing a lot of stuff that you don't like. So that's what I always do now. I try to follow my passion and my dreams and apply for jobs and clients that actually allow me to do that. For example, right now that I'm working with a client, I'm working with TypeScript and React. It's a quite large application, and I can use the technologies I love in that job. Tudor, thank you. I'm using Docker containers, and by My MacBook Pro fans are running like crazy. Yeah, they are. They are actually running like crazy, the fans on my computer now also, and it's one of the fastest there is. So guess that's a problem that we have to live with. Srika, which technology feature when you saw came out and it blew your mind? It was actually React. It was some years ago. I hadn't been developing on a daily basis for a while because I'm a designer also. So I did some design stuff and art direction, but React actually made me fall in love in code again. So since then I've been coding each and every day. So I must say React on that one. And JavaScript, it has always been a passion for me. Ananya Singhai, hey. Barely Coding with Daniel Bark or Daniel Bark. Hey Thomas, hey. Yeah, I will try Firebase out. I guess it's happened a lot since I tried it out a couple of years ago. I'm sorry, I can't explain all of it. I can't pronounce all of the names here. Sorry for that. What's Gatsby? Well, Gatsby is a static site generator, so check it out at gatsbyjs.com. You can read more about it there. I think it's awesome. I love Gatsby, and I'm actually currently finishing up my course, my premium course on Gatsby, where you use WordPress as a headless CMS. Sibasi Mohanty, what's more important while switching jobs? Working on the tech stack that you love or work with a good company solve challenging problems? Well, I would add a third one, and I think that's actually the most important. It's always about the people that you work with. The job doesn't have to be that fun each and every day, but if you work with great people and also can learn from them, I think that's the most important part actually. So it's always been about the people that you work with. A good job and a good tech stack and everything can get completely ruined if you work with an asshole in the group. I've experienced that myself. Any plans to cover PWS A's? Yeah, well, yeah, I have. I'm constantly thinking about that, but I haven't been doing that as much. I know. No, I haven't worked with Commerce.js. There's so many libraries and stuff, so no. Thanks. Yeah, I've explained this hoodie in the beginning of the stream, so this is the first time I wear it, and my wife hates it. So I don't know if I'm gonna wear it more times. It's almost as bright, so I can't even look at it here. It's more bright than you see in the video, actually. It's lime green, and I wish it was glow in the dark, but it isn't. Well, yeah. I probably think in some way that it's a nice color because I bought this shirt, so yeah. Daniel Back, do you work full time aside from YouTube and course creation? No, I actually haven't been working more than 3 days this year with my client because I told them that I want to focus on my premium courses and my YouTube channel the rest of the week. So that's what I'm doing, but I'm probably working 60 to 70 hours a week anyways because I work nights and I work weekends and stuff like that. But that's with my own content, not with my client. I haven't been working, I haven't done 1 hour of overtime this year for my client. So I'm trying to focus on my own content. Anna Nin Singha, is it good to use Netlify for freelance projects? Yeah, I think it is. I use it myself, so I have to think it's good, otherwise it would be strange. I think Netlify is really great. It's so easy to use. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just think it's great. I often use it in my premium courses also when I show how to deploy the applications. Regiman, no, I'm not on an official, so to say, Discord. I'm just in a Discord channel where I constantly talk with a lot of the world's greatest YouTube creators and content creators. That's the only thing I do. I can barely keep up with the social media as it is now. I guess that's my biggest downside, because I'm not this kind of social media person. And actually this feels quite uncomfortable sometimes to sit here and talk in social media like this. But I have to do it because I want you guys to learn from my stuff, and I love to teach. So that's why I have to be better at this. Daniel Back, how will you celebrate 10k subs? Well, I thought about this also. I think at least that I'm gonna have a live stream here and celebrate it. So I don't really know. I'm a little bit disappointed now, because I thought I was gonna reach it this year actually, but I won't do that. I don't think that I will get 530 more subs before this year ends. So I have to think about it. It will probably be sometime in January. And now I've been doing a lot of stuff now. I've recorded 55 videos for my new course, so I haven't got time to think about anything else. I still have roughly 25 videos to edit for that one. And also been in a lot of discussions with PayPal, for example, because they have locked some parts of my account, and it took about 2 months now. They haven't unlocked it, and I provided them with all the stuff that they need. And actually their support isn't that good, so I don't really know when it will get unlocked. So it's been a lot of this, practical stuff that I have to deal with in the last couple of months. I also converted my company to a more advanced form of company that demands a lot more accounting and stuff like that for me. So kind of boring months now, but yeah. Please make a video on the pros and cons of client work, full-time job, and content creators, and how it affects the lifestyle. Well, that's a good video actually. I'm actually going to paste this out and put it on my list. And this is in some aspect the things that I write about in my freelance ebook. Where do I have my little document? There. What's headless CMS? Well, that is when you use, for example, WordPress. You can use just the CMS and not the front end for the WordPress itself. And that's great. For example, I combine it in my course with Gatsby. That way the clients will know the way around in the CMS, because they don't see any difference. But you create the front end with another system. And in this case, I create it with Gatsby. But you use the WordPress CMS, so to say. Shritar, did you see any impact on your course memberships rate after you left Udemy? Yeah, I have to be completely honest here. I lost all my income. I had an income of roughly, what was it? Maybe $1,500 a month on Udemy and Skillshare on my courses. So that covered for my costs for my part of the house, for example. And now when I left Udemy and Skillshare, I think it was almost 50,000 students that I couldn't even contact because I didn't have their email addresses. So Udemy won't let me do that. So yeah, it heavily impacted me. I almost, because no one knows on my own platform. So right now, I hardly do any sales at all. There's been a few of them. So I'm trying to grow the knowledge of my own platform now instead. If I had all the students that I had on Udemy, I would be good. I could solely work on my courses, and that's my ultimate goal. I don't want to do any client work because I love creating content, courses, and these videos on YouTube. So that's what I want to do full time. So yes, it impacted me quite bad actually. I'm a little bit worried about that because everything that I built up for 2 years' time was just taken away from me when I left Udemy and Skillshare. Do you have any support or are you 100% solo operator? I'm 100% solo. I do everything myself. I code, I design, I edit my videos and everything. I do everything myself. Age-based skills. Yeah, you're probably true. But one thing that stresses me out is that I know all of these great peoples, YouTubers, you know, I know a lot of them, and it just blew me away. Their channels has just exploded and everything, and they are so much better in social media than I am. So I have a hard time cope with that. Actually, it's pretty hard seeing. It's not that I don't want them to succeed, because I'm truly happy about that, and I love when they succeed. But I also want to succeed, and it's hard to see it. So yeah. I'm a little bit stressed out on that actually. So slow and steady isn't my way of doing stuff. I want it to happen now, right now. What do you think Svelte.js grow in 2021? Well, I hope it gets bigger. I'm surprised still that it hasn't grown bigger as it is, because Svelte is great. I did a course on it this year also. Haven't looked at it for some time now, but I love using Svelte. Do you work on Figma? Yeah, I work in Figma, and my latest video I showed you how I create my thumbnails, and I use Figma in that one. But if you mean that I work for Figma, I'm not working for Figma, if that is the question. Views on Next.js. I think Next.js is great, and I'm probably going to do a lot more videos on Next.js in this channel next year. Not crossing any boundaries. If you had a Discord Slack for the students, you could have more informed them about the change. I'm sure they would have followed you for the amazing content. Yeah, but the thing is that you can't make any advertisement for your Discord or Slack or anything on Udemy. So that's the thing. You can't communicate with them. Anything that you want to do yourself, you're not allowed to do that. So that's why I couldn't do that. You can only communicate with them on the Udemy platform, and you can't mention that you have some place your own where you can direct them to. HBH, are you screaming or something? You have these capital letters all the time. And thank you for your support. You've been a supporter a long time, I can see. I thank you for that. I'm truly, truly, truly happy for that. Okay, you've seen a lot on Udemy tutors have Discord sites. How do they advertise for that one? Because I can't do it. They tell you all the time that you can't direct people to some other site. And it doesn't matter now really, because I left Udemy. So the thing is that I also think they pay you too little for the course and the work you put in, because I get maybe roughly, I think it was around $1 to $5 a sale, and that's too little for a course like that that you put in months of effort into creating. Okay, they mentioned the link of Discord in course description. Yeah, I guess you can do that, but I don't think you actually are allowed to do that. It's good to use Teachable. Yeah, I'm using Teachable now as a platform for my courses, but I have my own landing page. Yeah, and that's the cut. They sell the courses so cheap. So as I said, I have 40 to 50,000 students somewhere. and I should have made a fortune out of that actually, but I didn't make. I hardly made that much money, so I could pay some of my bills each month. Yeah, the only good reason for me to be there was that I didn't have an audience, so at least I did some sales there, and I can see that now because I don't have almost any sales on my own platform, www.weibenfalk.com, because no one knows that it exists. So that's why I don't have this big audience. And that's sad actually. So if you want to promote my site, you can do that. I would be happy for that. I will publish my courses only on that platform now. Kind of weirdo. Well, I'm a weirdo too, I think. I love to be different. Now many educators are making their own platform after gaining students on Udemy. Yeah, and that's what I thought also, because actually sent out a couple of emails before I left, but it was hard to get the people over to my own platform actually. So I didn't get that too much people to sign in for my own platform. Thanks. I will truly appreciate every time someone wants to promote me, both my YouTube channel and my platform with the courses, because as I told you, my ultimate goal is that I want to be able to provide for my family by creating courses and content here alone, because this is what I love. And to be honest, I actually, for example, working in an office, I get a lot of anxiety going to play the same place every day and work at the regular office. So this has been a great way for me to kind of do what I love, and I also like to experiment and try new stuff, and that's perfect for that, creating courses and YouTube videos like this. I get quite bored when I work on the same stuff over and over again. So that's why this is so great. I got the opportunity to try out a lot of new stuff. Edgardo, hello from the south. Well, hello from Sweden, up here in the north. Anyone singer, please suggest a JS library to create an e-commerce web app. Yeah, I actually think that Gatsby will be a good platform if you're not gonna update the items constantly many times a day, because it's a static site you're building, and it wouldn't be optimal if it demands a lot of database connections and stuff like that constantly needs to fetch new data. So I think what I read, I think a lot of people using Gatsby in combination with, I think it's called Snipcart or something like that. Yeah, you would recommend Discord as a way to bring. Yeah, I know that, and I think I'm gonna look at that option. Actually, I want to have some kind of way to communicate with me, except only the email to me. So Discord would be great. And as I told you, I'm kind of a social media disaster. I'm not good at this at all, and I think that is what brings me down. Because honestly, I think myself that I have great content, and I think my courses are great too. But I need to find some way to actually be good at social media and interact with you people more, and that's what I'm doing this live stream now, for example, because I'm not used to this kind of stuff. So that's one of my goals, to be better at, and I think that's also why all of the people I know, all of the other YouTubers, they have just, yeah, I can't even compare myself to them anymore because they have so many subs now, and we actually started out with the same amount of subs. Edgar, you're in Sweden. Well, I'm in Skåne too, actually. I'm outside Lund. We moved here 2 years ago from Stockholm, but now we're gonna move again in a couple of months, probably up to Kalmar or Öland or something where I have my family. Sibasis Mohari. Well, that's very nice of you to say, and I hope so too, because to be honest, I don't care that much about followers. I just want people that learn from me and that actually enjoy my content. I rather have few followers that actually enjoy my content than just have a lot of followers that doesn't care about your channel. But I need to have them also to be able to get more money on the ads here, for example, so I can spend more time creating more great videos. So that's what I want to do. I want to be able to spend more time here and work less with clients, and then I can make even greater videos and put more effort into it. Who is your favorite Swedish football team? Actually, I don't know, actually. I'm not that into football, to be honest. I'm not a sports person. Daniel, okay, you do. I don't know what you mean, but probably I should say thank you. I hope it means something good. I'd be happy to help you out with moderating a Discord site in case you ever go to... Well, that's very nice of you. That's very nice of you. Thank you for that. You can send me an email if you want, and I can have your address there. And when I'm ready for that, we can probably work something out. I guess I probably have to learn it myself first because I want to know how it works. Daniel, thank you. Yeah, love your support. Thank you. I do my best, and it's hard actually to come up with a great project and a video each week. So it's, yeah, let's see what I come up with next year. And the other thing that I do that you don't see here, it is actually I put in a lot of work and effort into my premium courses because it's something else to create a complete course. It takes months creating the project, and then you should record everything and stuff like that. So I put in a lot of work in that also. Arvin, Singapore. Hi, sorry for being late. Well, you're not late. I'm still here. I'm going to be here for a little more time, I think. Srika, yeah, I agree with Reggae Man. Many educators promote themselves by showing what a great community they have and can support you almost instantly. Yeah, and I didn't have that. I actually created my first premium course without having... I didn't even have a Twitter account. I didn't have anything. So and that's what's so great of using Udemy in the beginning, because I instantly started to sell some courses, even that I didn't have any audience before. They give you the audience, but you don't get much money selling your courses there, and there's a lot of bad things for me, at least. I shouldn't talk trash about them. It's probably good for some people. Francesco, what are your plans for 2021? Well, one of my plans is that we're going to have a YouTube video where you and I are going to talk about Docker, as you and I have been messaging about. I haven't got time now, so that's why I haven't come back to you, and would love to chat with you someday now, maybe after Christmas sometime, just to catch up. So that's one plan, and then I plan to maybe change some stuff, do more live streams, maybe change my graphics also, do some stuff there. I don't know. I haven't thought about it that much because I'm working with my Gatsby course now, so that's what I've been doing the latest couple of weeks. Edgardo, whoa, I live outside Trelleborg, yeah. Ah, nice. Argentinian living in Sweden. Trelleborg is nice. It's at the very southest part you can get in Sweden, I think, almost. So I guess it's about maybe 50 kilometers or something. Thanks for that tip, HBA Skills. Yeah. Well, no, in the Corona times where you don't have to show yourself for someone, you probably don't even fresh up in the morning. So, and I'm doing my best. I think I have 4,200 followers on Twitter now, and that's actually quite a lot for me. I didn't ever think I'm gonna get that much. Sudip Modi, hello. How's it going, man? Well, it's going great, I think. Hope you enjoy this little very spontaneous live stream. Sibasi Mohanty, yes, let's build a Discord community. Your experience will really help us and you will gain a lot of reach. Yeah, I'm going to look more into Discord. It feels like I have to learn that one. Francesco, thanks. Well, thanks to you. Talk to you soon. Yeah, looking forward to it. And I hope you're going to have a great Christmas. H-based skills, yeah, many of YouTube's Pythonists do the same. They just simply walk and spit out what they learn. Yeah, I'm much into to be spontaneous. I don't often plan as much, so that's probably one thing that's good for me. Edgar, I will send you an email. Well, do it. I don't know how much I'm going to look at my emails now during Christmas, but well, you can send an email and see if I read it now. I haven't decided on that yet. I need to be with my family because I work that much now, so they want me. And of course, I want to be with my family also. Bavender Yanda, React versus Vue versus Angular. What is your take? React all the way, because that's the only thing I know. I don't know much about Vue or Angular because I wanted to be a specialist in React. So that's what I choose, and I love React. Sudip, you are a full stack dev, right? Yeah, I am. Mostly now I do mostly front end job, but I have been doing some back end job also. So yeah, I'm probably at least almost a full stack. Reggae man, great. Yeah, I think LinkedIn is probably better. I'm not there that often, but then at least we can get in touch there, and I will allow your request as soon as I log into LinkedIn. Merry Christmas, Sibasish. And great, H-Base. I know that I have a few here that will join my Discord. That's great. I'm truly happy for all of you support guys. I truly am. And this is one little brick on building my dream of doing this. So you've been a big part of that, supporting my channel here and everything. Truly happy for it. Will there be courses on the new technologies in 2021? You mean if I'm going to do any courses? I probably will. Right now, I'm finishing up the version 2 of my Gatsby WordPress course. I think that's great because I think Gatsby and WordPress will be a big thing 2021. And actually, I talked to Kyle Matthews that are creating Gatsby, and he thinks so too. So he thought it was great that I do a course on this. And that feels a little bit, you know, it feels like I'm on the right track there. Reggae man, well, best wishes for you too. Yeah, next year hopefully we'll get better if this corona shit also will pass. I don't know about that now, but let's see. It's been a shitty year actually. Have a great Christmas. Sudip, this is your first live stream? No, I think it's actually my third one. So I'm quite a rookie yet in my live streams. Your thumbnail game is strong. Thank you. I actually hear a lot about that. And also there's been a few of them that says that, oh, they look like crap. But I don't know if it was just trolls or it's always hard to come up with a good design and something that works. So I'm very happy to hear that you guys like my thumbnails, and that's why I also created that video. Yeah, I had to think here. Yeah, it was yesterday I released it. Edgar, I think it's better you also maybe connect on LinkedIn better than to have it in my other email, because I get so many emails. So it's better to have it on LinkedIn. And have a very great Christmas you also, and wish you the best. Thank you for your support also. Okay, any more questions? I've been here for almost an hour now. Think I soon have to go. Actually, I have to make a lot of food and stuff that we're gonna have tomorrow on Christmas. Ah, great. Learned a lot from your Tetris videos. Yeah, that's great. I actually loved creating that course. I haven't looked at it now. It's getting, I think it's over a year old now, so I don't know exactly if everything works, but I think it should be almost the same because it's using hooks and stuff like that. So great, great that you like that one. And thank you for your support. HPH killed. What thumbnail? Is it the thumbnail you mean for this live stream? I didn't even create one. So it was just a screenshot that YouTube created itself. Shrikar, will you be doing any live streams where you will be building anything? Yeah, I'm thinking about that, but I actually haven't enjoyed that kind of live streams myself, because when you build things, you mostly spend time debugging stuff, and it takes some time to just think about the problem. So for me at least, those live streams aren't that good, I think, but I know that a lot of people enjoy them anyways. But it's probably 90% of the time you can edit away when you edit the video. So, but I maybe will do some small project. I'm actually talking with a few people if they want to do a live stream in combination with me and we code something together. Edgardo, yeah, it's all about food. Unfortunately, I have to lose a few pounds, but this year hasn't been great, where we just sit in like this in lockdown and stuff like that. And the only thing you can do is eat some good stuff. Christmas is, no, it's on the 24th here in Sweden actually. So it's tomorrow here. You picked you, the smart, handsome developers who can't resist them. Yeah, I wish it was like that. Which mic are you using? Well, this is actually quite new. It's a Shure SM7B. I bought it maybe a month ago or something. I usually have a lot of microphones because I'm a musician. Also, I've been recording music for my whole life. So I've recorded, I think it's 13 albums now. Shrikar, I do understand that building and talking at the same time is not easy, but it gives an opportunity to see how tackle any errors. Yeah, I totally get that, but you also have to take in the other aspect, and that is I have to think in another language. I have to speak in another language the same time as I'm going to think about coding, and it's quite hard actually. I'm starting to get more used to it now, but it's really hard actually. This mic sounds really good. Well, thank you. This actually, I haven't processed the sound anything here now. In my videos, I process my sound, and I constantly try to find the ideal sound, the most perfect sound. I haven't found it yet, so I'm trying to learn this microphone now also, on how I can, for example, EQ it the best and have some compression and stuff like that. Want to share some of your music? Well, you can go to Spotify or any other service and just search for Weibenfalk, and there will be some of the records there. I actually changed my record company, so I haven't published all of the records there yet. But I sing in Swedish, so you probably won't understand what I say. But at least you can hear my music. I actually released 3 songs. I think it's a month ago also, but they are recorded here in this very room actually, and they are acoustic and very, it's not any hit songs, if you know what I mean. The album cover for the music are dope. Thank you. I do all the design myself also. So I'm kind of a one-man show. I do a lot on my own. I do the music, I do the cover art, I do everything. But I worked with some of the greatest producers and musicians in Sweden actually. So some of them are on the records. This latest songs that I did everything myself, except for one person that helped me with one little, I don't know the English word. Is it a harmonica? You play it like this. I don't know what's the English word is. Harmonicum? No. Yeah, anyways. And I'm kind of a one-man show on my YouTube channel and my courses and everything like that also. I do everything myself. I even do my accounting self in my company. So I have everything. I have total control on everything. Yeah, accordion, maybe the accordion. Yeah, it is, Edgardo, I think. It's in one song. HBase, yeah, I know what you mean. And I'm probably going to do some live coding stuff next year. I like to vary my content, so and it can be fun to also try it out. Right now, actually, I'm working on. I don't know if you know the old game Arkanoid. I'm working on a game in TypeScript, plain TypeScript. I started that yesterday just for fun. So I don't know if I'm going to create a video here or if I'm going to use it in a complete premium course on TypeScript that I want to do next year. I don't know how exactly to structure that course though, but it would be fun, I think, to build a small little game like that. So that's what I'm doing now. Amit Gogna. No, I'm not on Udemy anymore. I'm on my own platform, Weibenfalk.com. And yeah, as I told you here, guys, I'm currently working on my version 2 of my Gatsby WordPress course. You mean, okay, Mern course. No, I don't think so. Maybe I'm going to do a course, but not on Udemy. Yeah, I like your spirit there, HBase. I really hope for that too. I wish for a better year for all of us next year. Yeah, I can't even explain how much this year has affected me and my family actually. And it's hard to not be able to meet with friends and do stuff and this. So it's starting to get on the psychological aspects of things. So it's been rough, and that's why I'm going to take it easy now for a few weeks, and then I'm going to start working on new stuff and yeah, try to relax a bit with my family and stuff like that. All right, we're coming up to an hour here, and I think this is it actually. I'm soon gonna leave here because I have a lot of stuff I need to do. Srikar, how are you liking TypeScript? Well, I love TypeScript. I use it in everything I do now. I hated it at first and I didn't see the point, but now I love it and I totally see the point using it. Amit Gogna, instructor, how you take care of mental health as well as psychical. Well, the thing is that I don't know even if I'm good at that because I in these corona times and all this lockdown and stuff like that, I felt that there's been days that I just want to, I'm not even gonna go leave the bed today. So I don't know if I'm a good example on how you deal with it actually, because in all honesty, I can be totally transparent with that. I don't feel that good every day living like this now. And also it's a bit stressful when you also have to be creative and create your videos and stuff like that. And at the same time, you want to succeed, you want to grow your audience. And I want to succeed, make a living out of courses and YouTube and stuff like that. And it's pretty hard actually when you also have Corona and everything going on and you have a family. I have 2 small kids that I also have to take care of. And I have a wife that I want to spend time with. So it's a lot going on. I don't think I'm the best example on how you handle that actually. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna respond to that. Yeah, I think some insight can help. Yeah, I think it's actually doing stuff that you love. Do stuff. It can be small stuff that you love doing. For example, when I started yesterday creating this little Arkanoid game, just for fun. I don't have to do it, but I do it because I think it's fun and I learn something from it. That can make me happy that day. And then of course you should exercise and stuff like that. I've been bad at that this year actually. But today I was out taking a walk at least. So it's been rough. So I don't know what more to say. Try to do these small little things that make you happy. And that's everything you can do now and just wait for everything to get better, I think. And me at least, and that's what my wife thinks, that I code too much. And I probably do because I kind of close myself in just sitting and code, because that's the way I deal with it. If I code, I can just think about coding, and that's no good either, to just kind of pretend as there's not a problem sometime, I guess. But for me at least it works when I can do some coding and think about something else. I have my music also. That's also very, very good for your mental health, creating music and playing guitar and stuff like that. Mohammed, can you do a Apollo client series with React? I have some videos on it. It's not a series, but I have some videos. And I'm thinking about actually doing something more. I was thinking about today, actually, because seems like that Star Wars API that I use in my video now is actually broken. So I'm thinking about creating something new with Apollo client. But for now, also, I'm leaving Apollo client as I'm using React Query also for GraphQL stuff. I have a video on that also in my channel. So you don't even have to use Apollo client if you don't want. You can use React Query for both REST and GraphQL stuff. Yeah, check out React Query if you don't have checked it. I have a few videos on it on my channel, and it's quite awesome actually. I think actually I have to end this live stream now. I have a lot of stuff to do here, so I have to leave you, but it's sure been fun actually. And I'm going to do a lot more of these live streams. Just talking with you guys. I really enjoy it and I enjoy your questions. So this been a rough year, but I'm truly grateful for all of your support. And I love your support, and I hope you're going to support me next year also, because I'm going to create a lot more stuff for this channel. No, I will never surrender either. I will do my stuff. I'm going to be myself my whole life. Great to hear, Mohammed, that you learned many things from my channel. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I love to do. I like to teach stuff. Nice talking to you all, and I wish you a Merry Christmas, and I hope your next year will be great, and hope seeing you here on my channel. I'm not sure if I'm going to put up a video next week, but maybe I can do a live stream instead. It depends on how lazy I get during Christmas now. So otherwise, you will see me here in the beginning of the next year. But hopefully a live stream next week could be fun. Merry Christmas, H-Base, Edgardo, Mohammed, blah, 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 blah. I can't see every name here. I just say Merry Christmas to you all and thank you for your support. See you soon again. Bye-bye.